Madam.
Hello, Harley.
Raggedy Dorothy Bell.
Yes, Harley Raggedy Dorothy Bell. Yes.
And hey guys, hello Divas and friends, and thank you for once again joining us for another episode of In the Divas Den. As you can see, we are well into the Halloween spirit around these parts. Hey now, hey. Precious, what are you giving me over there, girl?
I'm giving you Last Minute at a masquerade in the closet with some eyebrows underneath and a wig. That's all I'm giving you. Yeah. Old 1920s grandma sitting on the porch. Yeah.
You know what?
Mm-hmm.
Not tonight. We're not doing
okay.
Not grandma on the porch.
No, okay. Fabulous night. Queen of the night.
I'm here for it. I am here for it. If you guys do or don't know, Halloween is literally one of my favorite holidays. But thanks to COVID, we more than likely will not be able to get a chance to celebrate. So we decided to just, throw something together last minute and, give you a Halloween look. Hey now. And before we get into the show, as always, I have to do the check-in. So we want to know how you guys are doing. And of course, Precious, how are you doing, girl?
Doing good. Trying to get more organized to make sure not to feel overwhelmed and be more productive than busy.
I like that. That's a gem. I'm good. I'm getting there. It's 2020 just won't let us be great, but it's been a good week thus far. Things are turning around, and my mom is feeling better. We still got a long journey ahead, but she's starting to do some of the things that she used to do prior to, which I'm happy to hear about. And then, I'm trying to get to back to a good mental space, because it's been tough, y'all. It has been tough, honey. But with that being said, we have a lot to get to this evening. So let's go ahead and talk about what is in the headlines, starting with the oh so overly qualified.
Yes, confirmation of Amy Coney Island Barrett to the Supreme Court Justice per Trump's pick, not even 24 hours after Ruth Bader Ginsburg passed away. And I'm like, she literally just died. You don't even have the decency or the respect to wait a second, to wait a beat, because that's what you were waiting for her to die. So that way you can just bring in who you want to. And also a week before the election. If that doesn't smell like some conspiracy, some propaganda, some other stuff going on, I don't know what does. But yeah, speaking of qualifications, 2 years in private practice and law, 15 years mostly within schooling, and a whole host of other things that really are irrelevant to being part of the Supreme Court Justice. So how did she get this seat? Please tell me.
Exactly.
And although I know she has her views on things, and the people are trying to say, oh, she's by the letter of the law, she does not skimp, she does not change, she does not move. At the same time, it's like your personal views will impact your decision and what you're doing. And if you're not thinking about the whole good of everyone as a whole, women as a whole, there's some dangerous things that might come out of this tenure. We might be actually really going, what's that show where all the women go back in time?
What, The Handmaid's Tale?
Yeah, that actually might really happen. Who knows?
Exactly. And I tried to read up on her the best that I could, but one of the things that I found out was there much to read up on, other than the fact that she was a professor. But getting
she has 2 Haitian adoptee children.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Her 2 adopted children from Haiti.
Not tokens. Yeah.
Okay.
I hope she really loves them. From the deepness of my heart, I hope that she really is their mom, and it's not just for political points. Okay. Go ahead.
I'll keep my comments on that. We'll talk about that at a later date. But they were interviewing a lot of her students, and a few of them were just saying, like, she seems like she was a very bright professor. Seems very fair. Never really brought politics into the classroom, and they just enjoyed her for who she was. Mm-hmm. But that doesn't give me anything. Like, you are in a very important seat, and I just don't understand what in the world. I mean, I really don't understand what is going on anymore. And
she's in a historic seat, a seat that was claimed by a woman who did so much for us. The things that we're able to do now, even having your name on a mortgage, on a bank account, she helped to make that possible.
Exactly.
And then you have this woman coming in that could completely reverse. I'm not saying she's going to reverse everything, but essentially turn things back somewhat to how it was before.
Right. And then just her involvement, just some of the, some of the organizations that she's involved in, and a lot of them are against same-sex marriages, and a lot of, my friends who are in same-sex marriages, like, they are completely worried, because you fought so long to be able to have this, and just to have somebody who with no experience come in and completely possibly take it away from you in a matter of seconds, you know?
There's a lot of people that are not terrified enough of what could possibly happen, what has already possibly happened, and what could possibly happen next week as well.
Exactly. And speaking of terrifying, I'm not sure if you guys have heard what is going on in Philly, but another shooting of a young Black male at the hands of police officers. And right now, the city is just experiencing a lot with protests and rioting and looting. But more so, let's talk about the Black life that was lost, because, we've had this conversation where, these stores will be okay. You never want to override what the actual, story is, which is this young Black man who was having a manic episode. He is bipolar. And they said that he was flying around with a knife. Police were called. They came to the scene. They saw that he was brandishing the knife. And before you know it, he was shot, taken to the hospital, and pronounced dead. And we're literally repeating the same story over and over and over and over again, to where it's now become numb. And I can't even think of how many times we've mentioned this on this show, of where it's just a numbing feeling of, here we are with another hashtag. Here we are with people who are so focused on, the looting and the rioting, that you're not paying attention to the fact that this man who was mentally ill, who was also, just recently married, who was expecting a child, is no longer here. You have affected this family forever due to lack of training. And it's also said that, because some people are like, well, why didn't they tase him? Well, the police officers didn't have tasers at the moment. Why they didn't, I don't know. I have no idea why that wasn't, something that was on them at the moment, and why it's always just shoot first, ask questions later. Well, they just killed this man. We're going to put them on, desk duty, and we're going to open up an investigation. And the attorney general, we're just as angry as the community, and we're going to get down to this. We know what's going to happen. Look at what happened with Breonna. Trusted you. We've trusted so many of these people to, hold these police officers accountable, and it does not happen. So when the city erupts, when people are going crazy, when, people are lashing out, when they're coming at these police officers, is because they're tired and they're angry, and they're tired of seeing this same narrative over and 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 over again. And it's frustrating.
And I don't know if you saw, there was a video that was similar to that. There was all the police out in the street like that, and a couple was trying to go down the road, and they saw all of them. They tried to turn around, and the police then attacked the car while their children were inside, pulled them out, beat them, and all this other stuff. And I'm like, what is wrong with the police? Like, what is happening right now? Did somebody let out some secret letter to all of them to just start acting all crazy and haywire right now? Because I don't understand what's going on. Like, are we not human beings? Was this man not a human being? Yes, he was having an episode, and I could not bring myself to watch the video, because just for my own mental sanity. And to hear the reviews of it, not reviews, but to hear the comments and the people say the howl that his mother let out when she realized that they had killed her son. It was almost as heart-wrenching as George Floyd calling out for his deceased mother, who I believe it was the anniversary of her death that day, if not the day before or that day. It's just at what point in time do you realize that these are actual human beings? They bleed the same way you do. They have the same flesh you do. It may be a different hue, but this is a person. And I understand there's different protocols and things that you have to follow, but why isn't it the same protocol for everybody? Why?
Well, we know why. We definitely know why. And the conversation gets, tiring, because the same questions that we are asking for, Walter, we've asked for George Floyd, we've asked for Ahmaud, we've asked for Breonna, we've asked for Philip, we've asked for Sandra Bland, where it's just
why we've asked for Emmett.
How about
the same for Emmett?
The same question over and over and over and over again. And like you said, why is it that we cannot be seen as humans? I can't tell you how many times I've seen videos of people of a different hue, the complexion for protection, where they're walking around with guns. I mean, Kyle, what was his name? Ritterhouse or something like that?
Yeah, Ritterhouse.
Yeah, they're walking around with, a gun, and, I'm seeing them put their hands on police officers, spit in their face and, fight them, but they get to live to see another day. They get to see their day in court. But this man who is mentally ill and having an episode, you are shot in front of your family instead of, maybe, okay, we don't have a taser, but maybe let's go for the knee, let's go for the ankle, let's go for the hand, something. And then there's two of y'all and one person. You can't tell me that as you couldn't have overpowered this man. We're just going to shoot to kill.
Right.
We're going to shoot to kill. And then because these police officers are not being held accountable is because this is why it keeps happening. So for all the people who keep saying, oh, well, why are the protests happening? Why is the, looting and rioting happening? Which, is not 100% of the protesters. Let's go ahead and put that out there.
Most of the time, it's not even the protesters.
How about it? But if you want to sit here and keep asking this question of, oh, well, it makes no sense to tear down your city. What else would you like us to do?
Because it's only sad when it's the cop that's hurt or gets killed. Let's be honest, the same people who don't see, and I'm only speaking specifically of the people that don't see anything wrong with what's happening.
Right.
These are the same people that will post, oh, we need to get along and we need to do better, and will only ever post when it's the cop that's hurt or killed. They will never acknowledge the victim in George Floyd, the victim in Breonna Taylor, the victim in Ahmaud Arbery, even the victim in the protesters who were killed alongside, for no reason. They will never acknowledge them. They will only ever acknowledge the police, because the police is to protect and serve, and they're the end all be all of everything, and you must respect them at all times and do everything right. Just like kneeling for the flag is disrespect to patriotism, and it's not. I need these people to, I don't even know what I need these people to do. I don't even know what to say to these people.
Cops accountable.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
That's what I need y'all to do.
Yeah.
I need y'all to hold these cops accountable. I need them to see their day in court. I need them to be charged. Period.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's it. I don't want to hear about, oh, well, we decided to, let them go with a slap on the wrist. Well, as an everyday citizen, I would slap on the wrist.
No, it's very dangerous what's happening to our democracy in this country. I'm starting to see a trend. I know that the Germans are starting to see a trend. And they're trying to tell us a long time ago. I remember I was studying abroad and I met Peter from Germany. And he said, what the F are you guys doing over there? He said, have you not learned anything from us? And this was during the 2016 election period. And look at where we are now. Inching very, very, very dangerously close to what they've already experienced.
Exactly. And I don't know about you, but I'm tired of it. A lot of my friends are tired of it. Even when I, checked in with two of my friends earlier, they're just exhausted. And it's a level of frustration. And that's why I want to get to this next story and this next clip. If you guys haven't seen it, this young woman has gone viral, rightfully so, because she was just completely frustrated with how things are, being policed in her city. And she decided to go to the police commissioner's meeting and just let it all out. And when I say that it was a read for filth, it was. So let's start with the first video of how it started. Go ahead.
Fair warning. I'm not nice, and I don't seek to be respectable. I'm not asking y'all for anything, because y'all can't and won't be both my savior and my oppressor. I don't want reform. I want to turn this building into luxury, low-cost housing.
Bloop. So that's how it started. So then now let's get into the read portion. Kayla, go ahead and roll the next clip.
You get one life, and you all in this room have chosen profits over people, and that's pathetic. So I'm going to spend the next 2 minutes reading y'all for a filth, something I'm sure nobody has ever done. Nathan, the gentleman in the vomit-colored men's warehouse suit, in desperate need of Bosley and a haircut, a former FBI agent who exudes white privilege and is the epitome of mediocrity, and who loves Trump so much that he hired his former attorney general at his firm. And it's so sweet because he spent most of this meeting looking away with his head in his hands. Or Mark, Pastor Mark of Victorious Life Church on 34th and Paseo, where the mission is to provide a place and opportunity to worship Jesus Christ and preach a message of hope and faith through God's holy word in the building. Meanwhile, he's subjecting black people to terrorism and un-Christ-like behavior at the hands of KCPD outside the building. Or Don, owner of Wagner Investments, Blue Notes LLC, and part owner of the Royals, another rich and white and disconnected and out of touch person with nothing but pure apathy seeping through the bulging veins of your paper-colored skin. You age like trash when you're racist and subject others to violence. And Rick, I won't even begin with you because I don't care enough about you.
Ma'am, your time is up.
To start, but you will have to spend overtime in a chapel at the end of your life. You have blood on your hands, and while these idiots hold you on a pedestal, God does not honor injustice and murder.
Hi, God does not honor injustice and murder. She said, did she say it? Did she say it?
When I tell you, baby, this woman is my hero. And she said everything that needed to be said and did nothing but the Lord's work. Bless you, ma'am. Bless you.
By name and profession and all of it. She called it out. That's wonderful.
I'm here for it. I mean, there's not much that needs to be said after that. She completely read them for Phil. I'm here for it. And it was.
I pray her safety. Let's pray her safety because you know how they do.
And I think we got one more clip. So I think she had to end it very nicely. I was here for it. So Kayla, roll the last clip.
Anyways, I'll leave you soulless, profit-driven, avaricious, greedy, God-forsaken humans, including anyone who works in this building, with one Bible verse from the Bible detailing the life of Jesus Christ, who was another unarmed black man murdered by authorities in the book you hellbound people claim to love so much. What does it profit a man to gain the whole world and forfeit his soul? You're really funny. Kiki.
Thank you, Ms. Brooks. Thank you. And also, I believe that she does have a nonprofit organization that aids women of color. And I cannot remember her Instagram because she has like initials and all the stuff in it. But if you Google her name, her nonprofit organization will pop up. Please make sure to support and protect this Black woman because I can guarantee you the way that she just talked to them, they have a target on her back. So
whole room of people ready to do something.
Listen, but I am here for that. I am here for her. She was what I needed on this Wednesday morning. Kudos to her. Girl, just keep up the good work. Keep up the good work. I am so proud of her. But to switch gears, because, you know, of course we have to talk about what's going on in the headlines, but let's talk about, you know, some light matter.
I heard. I'm gonna look over here to you because I know what you're about to do.
What, me? What you mean?
Go ahead. Do it. Rose. Go ahead.
I'm not gonna do anything, girl.
Okay.
I'm not gonna do anything. So the Divas decided to go ahead and check out a haunted house / haunted hayride, just to try to break up the monotony of COVID and, you know, not just having our lives ruined thanks to, you know, 45. And we had quite the experience. I will tell you right now, the quality isn't the best, but the audio is there. But Kayla, go ahead and just go ahead and roll that footage, honey.
No, I mean, you can't really see us, but we're getting ready to begin.
There's Precious and Andrea over there and Kayla. As you can see, even though we're enduring a pandemic, we're not abiding by the rules here. But you know what? We're still gonna have a good time, right, y'all? All right. Just sanitize. All right, woo!
One eternity later.
Oh, they can't see shit. Who's on camera?
That is dope.
Oh, we in the water.
That's big.
Despite the screaming, I will have you know that was not me. I was so unfazed by the whole entire experience. Number one, because pandemic. I'm gonna just
real life is a lot scarier than
so much scarier. So much scarier. And I was here, you know, like for some of the monsters were keeping their 6 feet. So I'm like, okay, cool. Except for, you know, just a few who felt the need to just go ahead and do a little bit of razzle dazzle and wanted to be extra. And that's when you just got to step back 6 feet. So I was already in my feels about that because I know you're excited to be at work, baby, but that little roar, you can do that 6 feet from me. You don't need to be in my face.
Right.
And then on top of that, it just, I don't know, like you said, Precious, I think it's because real life is just so draining and so much more, you know, frightening than what was happening in there. But shout out to Andrea.
Yes. All of the Spanish cuss words you heard were Andrea. So she's doing well. She's breathing. She's alive. She's well. So don't worry about her too much. Yes.
And that was also her first time at a haunted house.
Mm-hmm.
So if you guys are looking for something to do and just maybe want a scare, I don't know, maybe, you know, you might be, I don't know, maybe you might get scared. I wasn't scared. I was pretty much over it. Go ahead and check it out. They're trying to abide by, you know, these CDC regulations, but we also have a president that doesn't abide by the CDC regulations. So, you know.
Oh, let's not forget, once Christmas is over, Halloween is over, feel free to go back to check out the Christmas lights at the same farm with all the zombies. Yes. Yeah. I don't know what was creepier, the actual zombies or the fact that the Christmas lights were up while the scary stuff was happening. That was a bit creepy for me. That's good.
Yeah. Before we move on to the next thing, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I am so tired of them trying to rush holidays. There's no reason why in August I should be seeing Christmas stuff. First of all, can we end summer? Can I get into fall? Let me get a little bit of razzle dazzle with Halloween. Let me enjoy my holiday because your president has already taken everything from us. So can I please enjoy the festiveness of Halloween and the creepiness and the costumes that people can't even wear because you can't go anywhere. Let me enjoy that before you throw all I want for Christmas is you down my throat. Please.
And let's not forget the dressing. Can we have some dressing first too? Can we eat? Okay.
Please. All right. Moving on. If you guys are paying attention to our social media, I decided to do a cake debate, who baked it best. And I'm gonna just tell you, I'm disappointed with my so-called friends. I'm gonna tell y'all about yourselves in a second. But let's go ahead and show the picture of what, you know, our challenge was. So our challenge was to make the Frankenstein cake in the middle. And as you can see, Precious was on one side and I was on the other with the help of, you know, my producer Kayla, and then Troy. Shout out to him. He was helping Precious. But let Kayla go ahead and announce the winner. Go ahead and announce it.
Hey, my little K-pop Frankenstein. He had the little, you saw the little curls on the side, the little do-wop, do-wop.
Do-wop, pop, pop.
Yeah.
Okay, so first and foremost, congratulations, Precious.
Thank you. I still have some if you'd like to have some. It's in the fridge.
Secondly, I was in another world, so our cake is kind of showing that I was in another world. And then third, let me tell you something. Whenever I post something on my page and say vote for me, or I may be in the running, I'm gonna need my friends, my people to vote for me. What the hell? I'm like, oh. And I'm not talking about like acquaintances. I'm talking about like good friends, Monte.
Ooh, shout out to Monte. Yeah.
Monte.
Hold up now, because some of mine voted for you. I'm not gonna drop no names, but Miss Karen Fletcher, who's actually in here in the building.
Yeah, she sure did.
Her and her sister voted for you.
Oh, she sure. Yeah, they
the
sure
whole
did.
family turned against me. My goddaughter mama turned against me.
She sure did. But at least your people on your Facebook was faithful. How my own sister-in-law voted against me. We blood.
You're right. Shout out to Chiquita. I see you.
Chiquita. Girl. What? We blood. Damn. Like
you know what? Next time, let's do it anonymous. Let's say cake A and cake B. Nobody knows whose cake it is except for us. And then they vote. And that way, it's not partial. They don't know.
And maybe y'all will be loyal.
But what if my cake just looked better though?
Next. So anyway.
Answer the question. But wait. I want to know what did you use for the eyes? Because you got the eyes spot on.
So we used marshmallow for the eyes.
When you marshmallows at the Dollar Tree?
You got marshmallows at the Dollar Tree. What did y'all use? Tortilla chips?
How the heck? See, Mama, she almost made me cuss on the TV. Mama, sorry. It almost came out and I caught it. I ate it. We had Oreo cookies and we scraped the cream out and used it for the pupil. And then I put some little icing for the little thing. Yeah.
Y'all was working.
Yeah, I even mixed teal and orange food coloring dye to make that green color. All types of stuff.
Okay, girl.
We had special organic butter we put in the cake. All types of stuff.
We said dollar store everything.
We happen to have, the eggs and stuff. But all the decorations, the Snickers, the little piping utensils, all the utensils we used, the little cake platter, everything. Dollar Tree, I got the receipt. I got 2 receipts from Dollar Tree.
Next time we do this, y'all, I expect loyalty.
Okay.
Loyalty. But anyway, congratulations, girl.
Thank you. Hey, Troy, I know you watch it. Hey, babe.
And Troy.
Why you trying to act like that's not your brother?
I don't even think my brother voted.
He didn't actually. He another. Ooh, you right. He
disrespectful. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to our interview. If you guys have seen on our Instagram, we decided to do something fun for Halloween. You see Precious and myself, we went ahead and did something, but we decided to reach out to one of Raleigh's biggest makeup artists and influencers, Porsha Paradise, who also does prosthetics and special effects. And we wanted to do just a quick makeup tutorial to let you guys know, if you can go out, if you can enjoy freedom at some point, or even if you just want to sit in your house and have your own little Zoom Halloween party. She's going to show you how to achieve a really quick Halloween makeup. So let's get to that. Let's go ahead and pop that up here because it was really dope. So let's see, because whatchamacallit be trying to play us sometimes. StreamYard. So
yes.
Let's see what we're gonna do here. Hey,
my name is Porsha, and today I'm going to be showing you how to do a half skull for Halloween. I love this look because it's so much fun to do, and you get to be super creative, and you get a little messy too.
All right, girl.
First of all, the brow and the eye on the side with the glitter. She was serving two sides of looks, and then the faces at the end, the little like, yeah.
Shout out to, first of all, Kayla for being a good sport and being our model for the Halloween look. And also shout out to Porsha Paradise, who is extremely dope, super, super sweet, and so talented, as you just saw there. We actually sat down and did an interview with her as well that you can check out on our YouTube. You can see her full in-depth interview with her of how she got her start, you know, just being a Black woman in the makeup industry and doing special effects where you don't see a lot of Black women in that area. So she just gives us some insight there and just really digs deep into these beauty brands needing to be more exclusive. And then now that Rihanna kind of made sure to do that with Fenty, everyone wants to jump on the bandwagon. But there was a point where we couldn't find our shades.
No, we had Wet n Wild, Opal, Milani.
Fashion Fair.
Yeah, Fashion Fair. That was either too red or too yellow, but that's a whole nother story.
Exactly. Exactly. But we thank you guys so much. You guys have been so fun and so dope. Once again, shout out to Monte.
Have you seen the comments? They've been having a party the whole time watching it. I'm glad y'all having fun.
We appreciate y'all. You know what? Actually, moving forward, we're going to start incorporating some of your comments onto the screen, just so everyone else can see what you guys are saying, because y'all be saying some off the wall stuff in these comments. But thank you so much for joining, for tuning in. I mean, the biggest thing that we got to tell you guys is go vote.
Yes, please.
Go vote.
Because the next time you see us, it's going to be a wrap. So please take this time. Think about all those before you who struggled, who had to answer ridiculous questions about their citizenship, who had to just endure beatings and dirty looks and being spat on and being hosed down just so they can go in and mark that ballot for who they wanted to vote for as citizens of this country. Think of all of that. And if you're still sitting there debating on if you should go vote or not, have mercy on you and what happens in this country.
And then, like the saying has been said so many times on social media, if your vote did not matter, why are they trying so hard to take it away from you?
Exactly.
So no excuse. I voted. Precious, you voted.
Right.
I think Kayla, she mailed hers in. There are a lot of places where there is a line. However, there are, I think there's one in Raleigh, near downtown Raleigh. I can't remember what the facility is called, but they actually don't have a wait. I was able to walk in and out with no problems.
Same with, I think it's Laurel Hills for me. Just people, whatever county you're in, you don't have to stick to one that's next to where you live. You can go anywhere in the entire county to vote.
Exactly. And shout out to my mom. I appreciate you, girl. We appreciate you and your enthusiasm. Yeah, I can't really rock with you if you're a Trump supporter, but just go and vote. Go and vote. And we will see you guys next week. We love you guys. Thank you. Bye.